Hi guys, it has been a while that I haven't been shooting for my camp videos, and I thought of I'll be making a vlog, a series of videos about my traveling to the higher altitude place, which is Mongpu, and it is in Darjeeling, very close to Kalimpong, guys, and the time I'm expecting to be there is like a little bit of monsoon, and it's actually the very entrance of monsoon to West Bengal. And as you know, guys, it comes from the high altitude place and then hits the seashore, and then actually the rain happens at the backward side, I mean the sea facing side of the mountains. That is a kind of precipitation which is, I don't know, it is called Shoilutkhep Brishtipat in Bengali. So that way the first rain is expected in the higher altitudes. Now uh, in the time we are going, it's actually the very uh, welcoming time for monsoon, and it's, I don't know if it will rain or not, but it is expected to be have some pouring there. So we will be there, and it's a good place. Basically, it's a romantic place because if you look into the weather, it's gonna be a little rainy and also very soothing because it's not too wintry, not too like hot, just like the scorching heat it was all over in Kolkata a few days before. But if you now look at the sun, this is very cute one. And I prefer the time to shoot video in the morning hours because one thing which I like the most is the ambience and the chirping of birds and the freshness of mind. So the first thing comes in mind, but one thing which I don't like is the fluffy face and a little deep voice of mine, which actually very normal in the early hours of morning. It happens to me. Well, don't mind for that because my voice keeps changing. So talking about the camp, uh, obviously excitements are busting there, and whenever I get an update, my heart throbs becomes a little bit faster, and it feels so good, so nice, because you can't believe this, I can't believe this, that the camp is there in this month, and this is the third day of the month, and there is obviously less than 1 month left. So I can't just believe that there is less than 1 month left, there is less than 3 weeks, yeah. And obviously I'll reduce 5 days from the third week because you know that. So talking about that, there will be 20 productive days, and 20 is pretty less amount of time to bring any change, but if you're looking for some, it's really good time to do so. So this time I gotta be very serious about what I want in this few days to happen, and that's why I chose some things, and I obviously set some goals to afford the luxury of camp. It is obviously luxurious because my exams are knocking at the door, and this time I'm going for a break, I mean a traveling break. So that way it's obviously a leisure time for mind and soul and body, and obviously a time to enjoy, like forgetting every pressure of life, forgetting every you know in general routine of life. You gotta be in there and just enjoy the break, and actually it's very very refreshing for mind to having breaks because it actually resets our brain and soul. So it's pretty exciting, right? Because you gotta be there, you gotta have something, right? Because otherwise, why should people be up for it? Why should people afford it? And people like me who are setting their minds and like breaking through goals and goals and goals afterwards just to afford this. Can't imagine this. I can't do that either. Now, talking about that, time is pretty short and gotta be serious, gotta work hard, and just to achieve things. So it seems pretty, challenging. And that challenge actually brings in a lot of extra thrills. And it's actually, pretty hot in that because the talking about the time, it's less than 1 month left. That I'm so excited that I repeating this more than twice. Now, in that time, if I miss a challenge, it is not coming back. And there is no room left to regret. So what you gotta do, you gotta pour everything you have, every little bit of you. So that way I'm just trying to be so wholesome about it. And you just have to be like you're just it's a grand thing for you. And when a grand thing occurs, you never take a risk, do you? So you gotta like make sure everything is more than 1000% in there, and you're being pretty honest about it because nobody else but suffering or reward gonna be yours. So you gotta take chance for both of them, I guess. Yes, it's pretty sure. And for that, the time is right there, and the goals are becoming so prominent that I am just like can't wait but achieve it. So apart from the goals, I have mentioned all of them, and it's actually pretty modification of all the goals, which I am adding right now. So let's not talk about the goals specifically, but it's let me talk about the gist of the goals, which is actually nothing but self rejuvenation and self growth, nothing else. It's focused on very much on soul this time, much more than body and physic. Well, it's focused on soul, brain, and the way I think, and obviously the way I create things and thoughts. So that's the thing. And also I'm just making sure that my body gotta be fit because that trip gotta be a trekking one. There is trekking, and as we are going to mountains, we gotta be freaking fit. So fitness should be always there, because if you're not fit, cortisol is there, and you're not having the flow. So if you wanna just savor it, you gotta be fit here and all over in there. So just you have to make sure about these things. So making sure about that, I'm working hard, like working things out and meditating and doing some yogas. There's like hatha yoga and stuff, and also practicing the Brahma Muhurt thing, which is waking up early in the morning before 3 and just like maintaining a good biological clock into that, like fixing things, okay, and also like making communications better with people I love, and obviously loving them to my heart's core, at least trying to do so. And these things are there basically, and also to be very specified, there is some stretchings, some new books reading, some syllabus completion, and some self time and love. So these things are there. These are the gist of the goals, and obviously I'm so excited for it. So a few days lately, I gotta start like writing down things which I gonna do. At least in the camp, I'll have an eye for them. I gotta think about them, and obviously I gotta make a chart. So I'm so excited to do that. That's a preparation kind of thing, Preparation gotta start now because there is less than 1 month left, and God knows if I once miss it, it'll be like missed forever. So I gotta take no like risk and just start it because I'm so like happy to start too. So I gotta start those things because I think it's the time. Well, and the last and not the least, guys, this period, the time I'm waiting for, the grand big thrill of my life to come, I'm like pretty enjoying this like awaiting thing. It may sound queer to you. How can a waiting thing like waiting thing can be enjoyable? It may feel like a long time, it may feel lethargic, but no, trust me guys, when it's worth it, when it's worth waiting, when it's worth being excited for it, when it's worth to prepare, you gotta enjoy it like hell. Like I am feeling it, like the way it's feeling being felt is pretty like awesome. Like when you are waiting for a thing for a long time, it feels like, oh my god, it's been a while and it's not coming. Basically, which happens when our periodic exams come used to come in, you know, high schools. So I actually hated them, but I actually loved them after being done because when you write answers, you feel good. You actually feel no, you are potent. You write something, you score it, and you win your rank, then it actually feels gives us a lot of happy hormone in there because we actually happy. But when the exam is not coming and we feel so like, oh my god, it's not coming, it has to come. But no, this is not the same case about this waiting, okay? Because I am kind of enjoying this time to wait for that big moment to come. And as it is being close, as it is getting close, I am kind of feeling kind of missing those days to wait for, because when I started this countdown it was more than 40 days, maybe 50. I got the news on the 50th day left from this camp. So and now it's so close, so I kind of miss being so far from the camp. And that actually tells it all. It's worth it. When it's worth it, you know it all, you love it all, and you just like feel that everything which you are doing is actually very perfect. So that way it's happening, guys, and that's what I wanted to tell for today's video. I'm so nervous about uploading these videos, kind of thinking a lot about it, because I don't think so it's a big deal. It's not a big deal at all, not at all. And just uploading things taking a little time, but I just want to make these things public. I made a different separate channel for it, and I don't know how much vlog will be there when I am actually traveling, because I'm like thinking like gadgets should be not there on that break. So how should I upload? Anyway, I gotta take video every day because taking video is not a big deal. This cameras are always handy, and people's loves are so. So that way, have a great day, guys. We'll see you soon, and we'll have a lot of update about Mongoose soon, because as I've said, it's a romantic place to be for your body, mind, and love. All right.